It's Grand Prix time here in Le Castellet. The very first horseless carriage race was organised in France in 1894. And since then, well, the carriages have only gotten faster. For the Grand Prix here, Paul Ricard boasts a fine collection of low, medium and high-speed corners. The scene curve is taken at breakneck speed, right before heavy braking at Beausset. This is an all-rounder test for cars and drivers alike. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One. Here we are, back for another day of Formula One action, where practice wraps up and qualifying unfolds. Practice 3 affords the teams one final opportunity to tweak their setups, as the drivers get to grips with the tracks every turn. Once they reach qualifying, there simply won't be time to think twice. Drivers will need to outdo one another if they're to climb their way up the grid and secure themselves a solid starting position for tomorrow's race. So here we are, ready to resume. drivers are strapping themselves in, ready for race day.
Alfa Romeo are dominating at the top of the grid here, which should give them a serious edge in the race ahead. McLaren did well during qualifying. They maximized their potential and are in a good position for the race today. We've been having sunny weather here today, but there are some clouds looming that might complicate things for teams further down the line.
Absolutely right. So brace yourself for a fantastique conclusion to the French Grand Prix. Now we should have good weather for the race, and that will be welcome news for the teams. Here we have the Alfa Romeo. They're in P1. Let's see if they can take advantage of that position. And it's the second Alfa Romeo there. They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds of the race. The race start is mere seconds away. This is it. It's time for the French Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. And a new position, just gained by Williams. A position gained for Alfa Romeo. We can take a look now. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. Moving up a place there. Excellent work from them. That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted. And there's an overtake from Williams. Sounds like we've had a spin. Let's see what happened there. We're just watching the Red Bull. And that spin is undoubtedly going to cost them time. Oh! The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there. Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo. Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. And they get past, which moves them up a position. Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it. Alfa Romeo just moved up a place. We've just had a spin. Let's take a look at the replay. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The car's just gone. Looks like there's been a lock-up. Let's take a closer look. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin. Oh, and there's the lock-up. That's the last thing they'll have wanted. No! The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly. Oh, we've had a spin. Here's the replay. Now just focus on the Haas. What a spin!
Box. En box is left.
I think there's been a lock-up. We can take a look now. Now look at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved. And yes, that's the lock-up. A position gained for Alfa Romeo. Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. Goodness me, there they go, moving ahead of the other driver. The driver's team there cheering them on. Was that a lock-up on the track? Let's take a closer look. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. And there's the lock-up. It almost got away from them entirely. We've just had a car run wide. Let's take a look at the replay. Now look at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved. And they've gone wide, very wide. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Did somebody spin out there? Let's see what happened there. Now look at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved. They spun the car. What a disaster. Is that a lockup? Here's the replay. Now just watch the Mercedes here. Just a bit too heavy on the brakes and they've locked up. Sounds like someone's locked up. And McLaren with a great overtake. Looks like there's been a lockup. We're just watching the Red Bull. That lockup could have cost them dearly. McLaren gain a position. That was a position gained for Alfa Romeo. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. I think it's safe to say that went down well with the team. I think we've had a car run wide. We can take a look now. Now just focus on the Haas. Well, I don't know what they were thinking there. They're completely off the racing line. And a new position just gained by Williams.
good to push.
Good is the last lap. Over the line.
Let's have a look. It's all over. Alfa Romeo takes first place.
Without doubt, a stellar performance. Something that'll be seen as a real highlight this season.
That's the checkered flag.
Fantastic work from the Alfa Romeo driver. A really great finish there for Alfa Romeo.
You can see that the team runs like a well-oiled machine. Everything was precise and on point this weekend.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.